So, as much as I try to live in the now and encourage anyone to, that should lead to no negative thoughts. But I'm afraid living as we're living today makes it very difficult to actually focus on the good all the time. I don't know how you're finding it, but the squeeze by the energy companies, it's quite mind-boggling. I heard a situation yesterday off a guy who came to work at my place to do something for me. And he's an engineer and he works in, the gas and electric game. And he's just been told by OV Energy, that it was, when he took on this place, it was £500 in credit from his last place. And OVI Energy are trying to say now that he's used £1,000 worth of gas in the last month. And he says he barely has it on. But what they've actually done, is they've actually stopped that £1,000 out of his account. I mean, seriously? Do they know what he's got in his account? Do they know what I've got in my account? To the extent where they can just go and stop £1,000. I found it absolutely unbelievable when he told me. But I must admit, I've been swapped from from SSE to OV Energy, and I'm trying to find my charger. I've been swapped over to OV Energy from SSE without any kind of consultation, agreement, acknowledgement whatsoever. And they have continued to just bump up my direct debit from like 60 something. They've now put it up to 160 a month. They've never even been round to see the meter. I used to just send the meter reading, get the bill and pay it. But according to what I'm seeing there, they're trying to say I've used as much energy in the last month as I used in the previous 3. Unbelievable. But I don't know what's going on, do you? Well, I do know what's going on. It's the New World Order. It's the big reset. This is what it's all about. This is one recession there won't be a recovery from. I can assure you. Yeah, they're grinding us into the ground. They're going to make it so the ordinary person, even with a job, is just about paying his bills. Maybe lucky enough to run a car. Holidays have gone out of reach, haven't they? I've got a son who works in the game and he organises his own holidays. And he's into his snowboarding. And he can basically go from one company to the next, accommodation and such, book everything individually. And it's still costing him way over £1,000 to spend a week in the Alps. Crazy money, each. Man, we used to get out there it's a long time ago. But things have changed dramatically. I've jotted a few things down because my memory's not what it was. About the interest rate rise. That came just after, they decided to help young people get on the property ladder. This is Thatcher all over again, this. And now they start to push it up by 0.25% every time, or 0.5%. Just piling pressure on those who are already struggling to put food on the table because food prices have doubled. I don't care what anyone says. It's not good telling me 20, 30%. I've shopped all my life. And, food prices have almost doubled in many cases. In other cases, more entertainment-wise, well, come on. £7 for a pint in Keswick now, unless you're in fucking Wetherspoons. How many people can fucking go and have a pint when it's costing that kind of money? There's a massive slump due. I've been in the building trade all my life. I'm telling you now, house prices are going to fall. I'm predicting at least 30%. Might be over 3 or 4 years, but I'm telling you now. It's crushing everybody together. I'm seeing houses go up for rent. When houses go up for rent on estates, new estates, it's usually someone renting because they can't afford to live there anymore, a breakup of a relationship, which can be related to pressure on bills and such. But once you get the actual rental market flooded, and the builders stop building, but they've already got plenty in stock, although they aren't building at the moment until you buy. But what I'm saying is, a lot of the recent stuff that's been built, that's been bought the last 4, 5, 10 years, is going to become unaffordable. I had this conversation the other day with a friend, and we were just on Rightmove, and we put on £300,000 for a home, which is pretty much what you're going to have to pay, especially around here for a semi even, So we put down a 30% deposit, so that, anyway, which isn't easy to get hold of. 30 grand's not easy for anyone to get hold of. Anyway, we went on to the mortgage payments. The mortgage payments were something like 1,800 plus a month. Yeah? And you can rent that kind of property for probably 200 a week. Yeah, if you look at the cost of buying it with a 30%, a 10% deposit on a £300,000 home, it's going to cost you more like 500 a week to buy it. This is intentional, what's going on. This is grinding everybody down, keeping everyone under control. This is about control. I don't care what anybody says. I'm not really in the mood at the moment to talk about it. I mean, everything from petrol stations and such as like supermarkets, it's just self-service, isn't it? You've got to check out yourself. At Marks and Spencer's in Workington, one person helping people check out and one till open. Many elderly people in their 80s not having a clue how to do that, never mind pay by card. It's just unbelievable what's going on. But they're pushing people into that. They're forcing people to do that. I went to a takeaway, I think I said it, but I went to a takeaway in Scotland, and I had to put my phone number into a screen outside and order me food off that screen, send the text to the takeaway. I was only stood outside the fucking door, and they'd text me back when the meal was ready. All right, it was on a holiday camp, but it's all about stopping human connection. It's stopping socialising. Young kids already who watch too much TV are forgetting how to talk. But with this situation now, where all of us are being forced to basically deal with a computer, we're going to forget how to communicate. We're not going in the pubs because the pubs are too expensive. The pubs have all closed. The only thing that we're communicating or actually getting any kind of information from is either the internet or the box in the corner. And that's dangerous, because they can push whatever they want down that. We need to stand in the pub. We need to stand in the workshop. We need to stand in the, wherever you're meeting, youth club, even the kids, and discuss what's going on in life. Not everything, not be directed towards everything that they're trying to tell us is about to occur. Because we are being totally and utterly squashed here. Yeah? I'm getting towards the end of my life, Makes no difference. And the young people are accepting it for the simple fact because they know no difference. But our age group, my age group, is to blame. We should have put a stop to this. If you see what's going on in the supermarkets and such, they're using a lot of people behind the tills or even helping you check out who actually are, on a cheaper wage because the special needs in many cases. Again, it's taking advantage, isn't it? And in a lot of cases, people like this won't question what they're being taught to do, i.e. put an elderly person through, the procedure of checking out yourself. It's not that easy when you get old to remember all these things. Anyway, I'm not going to rant anymore. Takes forever to load this up. That's 10 minutes long. But yeah, I can say lots about that. But I'm still trying to live in the now. And I hope everybody else is. But I fear we're under the cosh.